So Dear Man, Give, and Fast provide a reliable way to communicate about suicidal thoughts. They can be incredibly useful for setting up a situation where you describe a safety plan, and you collaborate on building one, or you ask someone for help when you're having suicidal thoughts. So I'll give you an example of how you might ask for help when you are having suicidal thoughts. And you can even do this over text messaging, right? It doesn't have to be face-to-face. It can be over voicemail, but you want to communicate clearly what it is that you want or need. Okay, so here is an example. To Quincy, I need to ask you a question. I hope you have a few minutes. Let me know when you can get back to me. It turns out I've been feeling worse than I told you. And it's been going on for a couple weeks. I'm wondering if you would have some time to talk to me later today, and if we could set up a time to just check in for like 15 minutes a day for the next week. I think it's going to be especially hard for the next week. If you would do that, I would really appreciate it, and I would be happy to do that for you anytime. You heard that, right? That was asking for help to get through a hard time when you're having suicidal thoughts. That was applying the Dear skill to suicidal thoughts. So I asked him to essentially call me back. I told him what I wanted, which was to have a conversation today and then to have short check-ins over the next week. And I told him that if he did that, I would really appreciate it and I would be happy to return the favor. What would that look like for you? Now's the time to write it out and to take a first pass at what it would look like for you to describe in 1 or 2 sentences what's going on, just the facts, to express how you're feeling, to ask for what you want, and to tell them why helping you out would be a good idea. Describe. It's been 2 weeks and things are getting progressively worse. I'm having more and more suicidal thoughts. I'm feeling scared and I don't want to do this by myself. If you and I could talk for a few minutes, I think just talking would be helpful. If you have 15 minutes today, I would really appreciate it. If you did that, I think this would become a lot more manageable. Feeling alone in it is keeping me stuck, and I think this might help.